I'm not a general, but we are all soldiers. And up until now, we have fought for nothing more than another day's survival.
What will you have us do?
Well, you can return to yourselves if you do not wish to fight this battle. Or you can join me. Fight for a freedom far beyond these walls. There once was a time when honor meant something in Rome. In this room, I no longer believe that exists. We must find it. And know this. Where death is, we are not. Where we are, death is not. By my sword. Strike them up. It's not merciful. The queen will be granted a victor gladiator to defend her against the Praetorian Guard.
Summon the cavalry to this town at once.
This is really.
The army of Theseus is advancing decisively, sir. You can still outflank them. There's only 5,000 troops.
The army.
6,000, perhaps more.
Ride to the gate and hold it. Nothing killed this barbarian. It was Lucius Verus Aurelius. Man did not become emperor by bloodline alone, must be taken by force and kept by force like such a man as this. I don't fight for power. I fight for free roam from men like you and to return it to them. The gods themselves want Rome reborn. They sent me to fulfill that task. And one of your gods sent me here to kill you. Ah! It's time to end this reference.
latest radical left judges to obstruct the enforcement of our laws.
What starts to matter is not what is concealed, but what has been normalized. There's no limit to the depravity
President Trump did not rule out the possibility of a third term.
and the sadism.
The White House released this video titled ASMR Illegal Alien Deportation Flight.
And the cruelty that we are watching now play out in real time. This facility is one of the tools in our toolkit that we will use. You have to continually ask yourself the question, is this okay? Is there a line I wouldn't cross? Is there something I would not do?
People say, oh, the Democrats should be doing more, they should be fixing things. But if you want the Democrats to do things, you have to create the platform for them. You have to create the spectacle, the pageantry, the positive energy, the physical place where they can come to you.
Poland recently went through a shift towards authoritarianism. Unlike in Russia, unlike in Hungary, the media remained a place in Poland where you could criticize the regime. And as a result, democracy returned. The moral of Poland is that our democratic institutions, the media, the university, and the courts are essential. To know you're living in a fascist society when you're constantly going over in your head the reasons why you're safe. What we want is a country where none of us have to feel that way. Boy. So we gotta talk about this hilarious story involving 3 woke academics from Yale University who have decided to self-deport. Yes, that's right. They're self-deporting, fleeing the United States of America,
Bye.
and they're going to Canada. Now,
Bye.
this comes President Trump is defunding some of these woke universities.
Bye. See you. Wouldn't want to be you. No, we don't need.
Writing to the Ivy
Bye.
League schools, quote, Harvard will cease
Bye-bye.
to be a publicly funded institution
Bye-bye.
and can instead operate as a privately funded institution,
Bye-bye.
drawing on its colossal endowment and raising money from its large base of wealthy alumni. She goes on to say you have an approximately $53 billion head start, much of which was made possible by the fact that you are living within the walls of and benefiting from the prosperity secured by the United States of America and its free market system. You teach your students to despise. Whoa. Steamboat to blankly fellow Amber Hughes now. Yeah, going to you. So the secretary not playing around here. Your reaction to this letter and the loss of Harvard's federal funding?
Well, I would love to be a fly on the wall in those Harvard board meetings over the past couple of weeks, but I think the broad point is this: investment is not entitlement. The federal government does have a say if they are funding the educational institution. At Harvard, the first thing that they did after the students for fair admission Supreme Court case was to say, okay, we're going to find creative ways that we can work around this, aka how can we sneakily break the law? And now fast forward, and they have refused to guarantee the civil rights of Jewish students on campus. They have repeatedly tried to violate the terms of Title IX. And you don't get a definite taxpayer money. That should be basic. Columbia University announced it is laying off 180 staff members working on research funded by federal grants after the Trump administration announced its intent to cut the university's funding. In March, the administration announced it was cutting $400 million in federal funding to the university, accusing it of not sufficiently protecting Jewish students from harassment during pro-Palestinian protests on campus. The university, for its part, says it's been working with the government to meet a list of demands so the research funding can resume. But Columbia says the financial strain in the meantime has been, quote, intense.
And that's why I'm not surprised that this is happening, okay? These individuals are claiming that President Trump's a fascist and that their sons that we're turning into Nazi Germans. So therefore, they're leaving, okay? And this is just part of a trend that we're seeing of leftists leaving the United States of America, especially if they're going. Okay, they go to other countries because they're Trump's arranged, okay? They're afraid of living in the United States of America. They fear persecution, okay?
We already talked about Rosie O'Donnell, who has left the United States of America. She's in Ireland, and apparently, even though she's still in Ireland, that has not helped out her Trump arrangement because Trump is still on her mind 24/7. Even in Ireland, right? Even in Europe, okay? It's pretty hilarious how that works.
And I've been having trouble sleeping. You know, I really have. And I can get to sleep, but then I wake up. And a lot of people have told me it's cortisol levels, which it probably is. You know, I have a lot going on. Moving to another country is a big upheaval for your system, you know, and for your psyche. Even though I freaking love it here, it's so unbelievably beautiful and easy and calm, and the people are kind, and it's a pace that I love, and it's better than I ever could have imagined, I can tell you that much. So, know that I have not one regret. There has never been a moment that I said, oh, I should have stayed. I'm very, very glad I left before the inauguration and didn't have to watch or participate in the facade of that, you know. So, it's great here. That's my bottom line. But I talked to my psycho farm guy from New York and said, you know, because I have been using trazodone to sleep. And trazodone is not really a sleeping aid. It's a depression medication, usually for people who are addicted to something. That's what I read, at least online. I'm not addicted to anything, and, well, I was, but that's over, like Manjaro. So I asked her if I could get this, because, you know, to sleep is fantastic. You take one, it puts you to sleep, and to me, I sleep the whole night. But he's like, I don't like to get Xanax. I'm like, you've been my shrink for so long, and I've never abused any kind of med. I don't know why people would abuse Xanax, because all it does is make you sleepy.
Okay, members of the LGBTQ community that decided to flee, right? You got all types of wolves on the leftists deciding to flee the United States of America. And this is the latest story about liberals and leftists and Democrats. Flee the country of Trump, right? So you love to see, and I want to talk about it, but before we get into it, we have to have a word from the sponsor of this video, Morgan & Morgan. Life can change in an instant. One moment you're fine, next, well, everything is different. You love the questions, the pain, with the feeling that you've been wrong, and this is what people might be against you. This is that will fight for you. As Morgan & Morgan, they're not just lawyers, they're advocates. They will give you a voice for your law. They will be millions of people just like you. Morgan & Morgan is America's largest open law firm. Takes on all types of interest cases, from positives to without facts. They fight for your rights, the compensation that you deserve, if you become their client so that you can focus on dealing with significant verdicts over the past few months for the victims involved in life-shattering car crashes like Hurricane Oliver, which was over 34 times the highest insurance offer. And it's on a contingency basis, which means that you'll pay unless you win. It's really that simple, to be honest with you. So you can start your claim now with Morgan at morganpeople.com/black conservative, which will be in the description below, right? The link will be in the description below. Or you can get the smartphone on the screen with your phone camera.
No, you need to back up. Are you okay?
Just rather, I've been thinking about the sources of most of the history of
Experts say that this legal site is here.
Hundreds of men without a trial in massive purge at the FBI. 20 people are free.
His father, correct?
Huh?
If he was totally gone,
God is spiritual.
I heard you talking this damn phone acting crazy.
God is not a material object. God is a spiritual being. That is why God can be in New York City.
No, them that women they starting to talk out about all that bullshit. Like this woman on here right now, she said, "Tell me She said, tell me what sense does this make? Why would Jesus be praying to himself? If Jesus, I like when the women, because like I said again, this shit don't make no sense, man. Just that we were programmed to be stupid because they know if they can get us to be stupid, they can get us to do whatever the fuck they want us to do. Just be honest with yourself. They did that, but it's just funny. It's all about y'all women, man. If y'all wake up to who y'all are, everything gets back in order fast. It ain't even gonna be long. They're gonna be just a quick like, look, see, they must say it for me. They're gonna be like, ding dong. Shit, I told you, once we taught you to be less than, we thought that we was being more than. When really we was being nothing. Without you, you see? This shit is, how could an intelligent human being here need to be taught to be so fucking far past stupid because they don't know themselves? Bro. But see, they're waking up now. And the other thing I'm laughing at is these judges done self-deported. G, I'm like, shit. Good riddance, bitch. Get the fuck on. Get the fuck on. Go to another country. Leave this country. Talk about how bad done. Yeah, y'all leaving because y'all
Y'all
hand
know
is.
y'all gonna be caught up in some
Come
shit
on now,
y'all
G. You ain't crazy, and I ain't crazy neither. Y'all know y'all hand and y'all got cookie on y'all motherfucking face. And y'all talking about y'all ain't had no cookies. Yeah, y'all getting fucked, but when that shit hit the fan, y'all umbrella ain't gonna be able to catch all that shit that's gonna be in the air. A lot of people get shit all on their ass and they ain't gonna be able to get that stank off. I'm trying to tell you. But you can tell how much is so much corruption because right now Donald Trump should have everything iced up like he wanted. He shouldn't be have no problem
uh-huh.
with all this bullshit because he's the
Uh-huh.
president. And again, all these people going against him and still have a job after what the people already
Yep.
elected him.
Yep.
It's too much obvious being showed, and it's like, what the fuck are we gonna do? You can't allow them to get away with this shit because they get away with it, they get back in power. And if they get back in power, that's our ass with the postman for sure. Cause they ain't gonna play next time. I'm just letting you know. Next time they gonna be full fucking swing, cut their fucking head off. We gonna make sure that Donald Trump don't get back to no more. And see me, I already know why they don't want me on shit because I'm gonna say the shit that makes sense. Like I just not put on there a little while ago and they kicked my shit off of there. Fuck you bitches. I put on there, I said, the truth is the truth. We done did all the fucking research to find out with the evidence to prove the point that it was a lot of corruption going on in that last election with Donald Trump and Joe Biden. So you see all the corruption that went along with that there to say that it wasn't fair to Donald Trump if y'all lived there and try to appease that man with lies and stuff and then did all that there and then after he got shot and then ended up getting back in there and look how he didn't flip that bitch back to being good right now. He deserved to be in that bitch fucking next year for that fucking 2028. Think he don't? And if everything this nigga doing now start to pan out too, man, we the people should be the one to lift and say, man, fuck y'all. We want him to stay there. Now, who gonna go against what the fuck we say? Who? Which one of y'all? You fired, bitch. Get the fuck on. We pay your fucking salary. That's how easy this shit is. But we are the stupid ones. The people that's paying the taxes. They're allowing the assholes that they got working for them to fucking. I mean, they getting ready to sue those because they want those shut down because they're saying that they got their own um, they call it the investigators to investigate fraud and waste. I'm almost like, what are y'all telling us that after what we didn't saw that they didn't found, y'all want that to stop? Because y'all want to continue investigating like y'all was investigating before. We want that. You would have to be a fucking asshole. A pure asshole. With your ass in your mouth to be a hole. I'm just trying to tell you. Because all the shit coming out your mouth, steady asshole. If that's what you're thinking, you want that back. Come on now. But like I said, G, some people been programmed so fucking far past stupid to the point where they can't see straight to think straight. So how in the fuck you gonna be straight? You all off. That's why I say we all out of order because we was taught to be this way. Crooked like a motherfucker. But I want to start seeing more motherfuckers go to jail for the shit that they're doing, and then motherfuckers gonna stop doing the shit that they're doing. And this bitch shit crazy. I don't know who this is too. She a judge. Judge.
Universal critics are calling this a quid pro quo deal between Adams and President Trump.
Committed to buying and owning us.
There's an expression in Polish. I found myself at the very bottom, and then I heard knocking from below. In Russian, that gets abbreviated to there is no bottom.
Yeah. So you see, now you heard that. Okay, you get the gist of it, right? These woke academics are fleeing because they believe that this country is turning into Nazi Germany, right? That we're becoming an authoritarian country under President Trump, right? This is what they believe. And hey, all I gotta say about
I'll say again. It is what it is. Good riddance, you bitch. And another thing they mad too, G, because Donald Trump cut off all their funds. Gee, they had over $13 billion in their academic fund, but the government has been giving them incentives. I'm like, ooh, don't people gotta pay a tuition to get into Harvard and Yale and what the other one is? Stanford? What the fuck is we the people giving them bitches incentive for? What the fuck is really going on? Because of what they're being taught is government literature. You heard me, girlfriend? Shit, government won't get the money for they return. Well, return on their money. Our ass in college coming out of that ass bullshit, stuck on stupid with degrees in bullshit. Top degrees. To be number one bullshitters with that degree. To get out there and start shining that degree on other people like you done got some shit that you done lived in and got that some work shit. You ain't got nothing but some educated to be better, dumber than what you was taught to be with that educated shit where you can talk to me with all type of big old fucking words so you can throw me the fuck off because you done went to school to scramble me up so you can fuck over me with your big old fucking words that don't really mean shit. But like G say, gotta say them right if you gonna use them bitches. And he did it again. Talking my ass off and that bitch there, that's fucked up. And ain't nobody on that bitch. I gotta put this down.